Hey, what's up, guys? I want to send out this video for a couple of reasons. We're going to address a couple of topics. But first and foremost, I want to congratulate every single one of you on a successful CrossFit Open. Many of us exceeded our expectations. Many of us met our expectations. And there's always some of us that we didn't get anywhere near those expectations. But regardless, it's always a long 5 weeks. I want to congratulate everybody on starting and finishing, and that's a lot more than a lot of other people can say for those 5 weeks of stressful times. Also, the main reason we want to send out this video is to talk about the off season and moving forward. Some of you have already set up some times to chat and to speak, or if you reached out to me in an email and stating your availability. And the next couple of days, I would like for everybody to reach out to me if you haven't already. Let's figure out a time to chat or even just start an email chain. And also over the next week, if you would, take some time to write out a reflection of your 2018 season, what you liked, what you didn't like. This can also be a nice heads up and transition into our phone conversation. If there's some things that you feel you missed the boat on in training over this past season, or something that you really want to prioritize in yourself, we can address all of those through an email and our conversation together moving forward. So also during this time, I know the blowback from some of you for having to take some time off and force time off. Let's talk about what some of this time off really means. And it's away from the CrossFit structured gym training. Go out on a hike, go swimming, go biking, go surfing. Do something outside of the gym and play. We've spent the last 5 weeks of increasing intensity and redoing these high intensity workouts. So we needed to spend some time expressing our fitness outdoors. We need to level out some of the stress that we've accumulated over the last 5 weeks. And taking a week off is one of the fastest and easy ways to address that. Also, some of us dealt with some mechanical stress over the past 5 weeks. And if you are in that boat, and when we chat, we might take 1 to 2 weeks off. Now let's move forward and talk about the time off. And study and research has shown that the principle of reversibility states that we can go up to 14, 15 days without any training, and it has little effects on our long-term training adaptations. And this is especially true if you have an older training age, meaning you've been training or accumulated a ton of volume over the years in your past athletic capacities or your CrossFit years. So if you fall into an older training age, 2 weeks off is not going to be that big of a deal, and it's not going to have little effect. When you come back into the gym, stress on the joints, the barbell might feel heavier than it ever did, but that's completely okay, and that will come back in no time. So, also in the next week, for those of you guys that are going back into training next week, we're going to spend 1 to 2 weeks of just really low volume of single leg, single arm work, working on some aerobic conditioning, just very low level stuff, and getting reacclimated and readapted back into the training environment. Because over this week and the next week to follow, I'll spend time with myself and my other coaches, and we're going to talk about training priorities. We'll take your open scores into account for those training priorities. We accumulated or we gathered 6 data points over the past 5 weeks. And even though that's some good testing variables, that's by far not enough testing variables to move forward and design the perfect program for you guys individually. And that's another reason why we want to take some time off. There's no way that we can ask you guys to jump right into some more testing protocols and expect that you would be able to give your max effort. Or we can't expect that you would jump into a squat cycle and be able to hit the desired or prescribed percentages and rep ranges within those And if we're not hitting those desired percentages, we're not going to be able to get the appropriate stimulus of our training. The appropriate stimulus and the demand that we need to create some adaptation. So taking this time off will be hugely beneficial. Some low-level conditioning, single leg, single arm work to get back into this. That's when, between our conversations, our emails, our chats, we're going to sit down, we're going to design that perfect program. We're going to look at it for about 47 weeks out. A lot of you have already expressed your desire and want to hit a couple of local competitions in your areas. And we're going to take those into consideration as well when we look at your long-term development. So that about covers it for now. I didn't want to go too much down the wormhole. I want to keep it pretty general. If you have some other concerns, please reach out. But also don't forget to put together 2018, put together a 2018 reflection of the CrossFit Open. Start thinking of what you really want to focus on during the upcoming season. And together we'll formulate the best plan together to keep you guys moving forward and progressing. So thank you as always for your attention to detail through the Open, emails, strategies, reviews, all of those kind of things. Thank you again for being a part of this amazing community and this great family. And once again, congratulations on everything that you accomplished throughout this past season. And look forward to all the great things that are soon to come. See you guys soon.